Godliness with contentment is great gain. Paul said to Timothy, 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6, and he followed it up with this, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. My father-in-law was a wise man, didn't have more than a third grade education, and one of the smartest, wisest men I ever knew. And he said something a long time ago before he passed that has stuck with me to this day, that he has never seen a faithful child of God go without. With food and clothing, you could even throw shelter in there, we will be content. It is a great time with all this going on, with all the uncertainty and the unrest, what we might run out of, what we might not have, what could happen. It is a great time to learn to be content and appreciate what we do have, what opportunities are presented. I had a Christian lady tell me recently in Bible class that these are wonderful times with wonderful opportunities. Now that sounds backward to everybody else, but we don't think like everybody else. Let me give you one more passage here. In fact, you know it in Philippians chapter 4. And verse 10, the popular one, right, is verse 13, I can do all things through Christ, and for good reason. But in verse 11, Paul says, not that I'm speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content, to be not just satisfied, but happy, and be able to rejoice in the Lord, as he said earlier in the chapter. I know how to be brought low. I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance, and need. Some of us know how to abound. Maybe we don't know how to be brought low. Some of us know how to do with and don't know how to do without. These are great opportunities for you and I to find faith in God as our rock, to find God as our rock. And he says he had learned the secret, by the way. That's verse 13. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Keep the faith.